When it comes to combos, this one takes some beating. Welcome to the barbecue walk of flame. Surf and turf, my favourite combo, so I've put it on a burger. Stick around and I'll show you how I make them. You can use ready-made burgers or buy some minced beef and make your own. But have you ever wondered what cuts of beef go into ready-made burgers and mince? For this one, I'm looking for flavour. I've got this nice bit of rump steak. Just look at that marbling. If you've never had burgers made from rump steak, try it. You won't believe the difference. Before it goes into the Magimix, I'm cutting the steak into cubes. Don't discard the fat, it's all part of the flavour. But do make sure that you remove any bits of sinew or gristle. The cubes of steak plus the fat go into the Magimix. A few grinds of black pepper and about a half of a finely diced onion. Lid on, close and pulse, not too many times because I want some texture in this burger. Now, with your hands, work into a tight ball. Divide into 2 portions and make 2 quarter-pound burgers, pressing down firmly. Repeat to make the second burger. Now, place a knob of butter on the burger and top with the other burger. Press it once more and it's back to a half-pounder. Place it in the fridge to firm up overnight. Now for the surf. I'm using these lovely juicy prawns, but first to make the marinade. Into the small bowl goes 3 tablespoons of tomato paste, 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, 1 clove of garlic grated, 3/4 of a teaspoon of smoked paprika, 3/4 of a teaspoon of ground cumin. Extract the juice from half a lemon. In it goes 1 tablespoon of honey and finally 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Give it all a good whiz until combined. Now for the prawns. Butterfly and devein. With a sharp knife, carefully cut down the back of the prawn, making sure you don't cut all the way through. If you see any black vein like this, remove it. You really wouldn't want to eat it. So with the prawns butterflied and deveined, add the marinade. Now get your hands in and make sure the prawns are well and truly covered. This
is prawnography. With the dish covered, it's into the fridge for the night to marinate. That's the burgers out of the fridge.
It's a lovely day. My barbecue's nice and hot, 250 degrees C. So let's get this burger on the grill.
First, remove the grease-proof disc. Then, a drop of oil to coat. A few grinds of black pepper. A sprinkle of sea salt. Repeat on the other side. And it's on to the griddle. Just listen to that sizzle. I'm cooking for about 4 to 5 minutes per side. Then it's time to flip. Take a look at that lovely crust. I'm checking the internal temperature. That's done. On the tray are the burger buns and trimmings. Let's get this burger off the grill and let it rest while I get on with the prawns. But first I'll put the buns on to toast. And now for the prawns, sizzling as they hit the griddle. It's such a shame you can't smell this. The aroma from these prawns is amazing. That's it, the buns are toasted. Get them off before they burn. After about 1 minute, I'm turning the prawns. As soon as the last one's turned, it's time to start getting these prawns off the griddle. And now to assemble this burger. First, mayo. Salad leaves. Tomato. Pickled gherkins. Cheese. I'm cutting the half-pound burger in half. It's a 1/4 pounder on the bun. Must get that little bit. Homemade barbecued sauce. And 3 prawns. Make sure they're sitting nicely. And now, seafood sauce. Delish. Pop the lid on. For the finishing touch, a prawn on top. And that is my surf and turf burger.
What do you think of it so far? Now, I do love to hear from my viewers. So, if there's anything you have to say, all you have to do is click that button. Activate and ding the bell and say what you want to say in the community box below. Now, here's the recipe recap.
So that is a burger of dreams. Bite to the right, you've got tasty beef. Bite to the left, it's juicy prawns. And in the middle, heaven.
I've really enjoyed making and eating these burgers. If you've enjoyed watching me, then hit the like, drop a comment and subscribe. Well, that's all for this time. Join me next time on the Barbecue Walk of Flame for more tasty BBQ creations. So from me, the old geezer at the grill, it's goodbye, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.